You ever feel like you're doing everything right in the gym, but your body just won't change? You train 5 days a week. You push every set to failure. You lift heavy, eat clean, and still, your body feels stuck. Tight hips, stiff joints, same shape in the mirror. No real progress, and it's not because you're lazy or inconsistent. It's because you've been training like a machine, when you should have been training like an athlete. While most people are obsessed with dumbbells, cables, and machines, the strongest, most defined, most athletic bodies on the planet are being built with nothing but body weight. No bench press, no pulley rows, just full control of their own movement. Think about it. Gymnasts have wide backs, ripped cores, round shoulders, and arms that look like they were sculpted out of granite. Ever seen someone with that kind of physique just by doing lat pull-downs and crunches? Didn't think so. And here's the part nobody talks about. The most effective muscle-building, symmetry-enhancing, joint-saving exercises? They're not in the machines. They're on the ground, against the wall, built through body control, not equipment. While you're leaning on iron, they're building real strength. The kind that lets you lift heavy and carry your kid on your shoulders without wincing. Now, before you say, "Yeah, but that's not for me," stop. This is for you. Doesn't matter if you're over 40, out of shape, or you've failed with other programs. These movements, done right, rebuild your body from the inside out. You'll gain muscle, symmetry, definition, and most important, confidence in every step you take. But don't just go try copying random skills off YouTube. That's where most people fail. There's a right way to start, the right exercises, the right order. And today, I'll walk you through the exact 7 gymnast-based movements that build more real muscle than any traditional gym workout. If this is already hitting close to home, hit that subscribe button, because what's coming next might just change the way you train forever. The core move that resets your entire body. Hollow body hold. Still doing crunches, hoping for a six-pack? Let me be blunt. You're wasting time. That burning you chase in your upper abs? It's surface level. What really transforms your core isn't repetition. It's control. And no move builds deep, rock-solid core strength like the hollow body hold. Picture this. You're lying on your back, arms overhead, legs a few inches off the ground, back pressed into the floor, and every muscle from your fingertips to your toes is on fire. Not because you're flailing around, but because you're holding tension. Total body tension. No momentum. No cheating. Just pure, clean strength. This isn't some flashy Instagram move. It's the foundation of gymnast-level control. When you master the hollow body hold, everything else improves. Your posture straightens. Your back pain fades. Your performance in other lifts skyrockets. Why? Because your core finally starts doing what it's supposed to do. Stabilize everything. Most people skip it because it doesn't look cool, but the results speak louder than any crunch ever could. I've seen guys correct years of imbalances just by practicing this daily. And here's what's crazy. Once this becomes part of your routine, you'll feel stronger in ways you never expected. Walking feels tighter. Standing feels firmer. You just move better. And when that natural tightness kicks in, people notice. You notice. Your shirt fits different. Your lower back doesn't ache after sitting. You start to feel like you're in control of your body again. But that's just one piece of the puzzle. The hidden strength builder that fixes your back and posture. Australian pull-up. Ask most people how to build a wider back or fix their posture, and they'll point you straight to lat pull-downs or seated cable rows. Makes sense, right? Pulling heavy weights should equal a strong back. But here's the twist. If your foundation is weak, if your posture is off, if your shoulders are unstable, all that pulling is just stacking dysfunction on top of dysfunction. That's why the Australian pull-up is a total game changer. This move looks simple, maybe even too simple. You're under a low bar or a sturdy table, body straight like a board, pulling your chest up. But when you do it right, with tension, with control, with intention, it lights up your upper back, core, lats, rhomboids, scapulas, muscles that most people don't even know how to activate. And it does it in a way machines never could. The magic here is angle and control. Because you can shift your body to make it easier or harder, you're always working at your current level. No plate changes, no machine settings, no excuses. And when you hit that sweet spot of challenge, your body has no choice but to adapt. Fast. In just a few weeks of consistent practice, people start noticing their shoulders opening up, their spine aligning naturally, their posture improving without even thinking about it. And visually, your upper body starts taking on that V shape. Wide back, tight waist, strong presence. Not just in the mirror, but when you walk into a room. And here's something that surprised even me. This one move helped dozens of my clients fix nagging shoulder pain that years of overhead pressing never could. Why? Because it builds strength in the small muscles that stabilize your joints. It doesn't just make you look strong, it makes you feel bulletproof. But maybe the most powerful part is what it does to your confidence. Because when you start moving with better posture, when your body naturally stands tall, when your back feels strong, everything else shifts. You look different. You feel different. People treat you different. Not because you changed your haircut or style, but because your physical energy speaks before you do. And the next part? That's where everything changes. The pull-up hack that builds more muscle than the pull-up itself. Jump pull-up with slow negative. There's a reason most people struggle with pull-ups for years. They obsess over the pull, the dramatic, picture-perfect moment of getting your chin over the bar, and completely ignore the real secret to gaining strength: the descent. That's where the real transformation happens. That's where muscle is built. That's where your body learns to handle itself under pressure. And the jump pull-up with slow negative is how you unlock it. Here's how it works. You jump to the top of the pull-up, hold for a second, just enough to feel the tension, then lower yourself down. Slowly. I'm talking 3, 4, 5 seconds of pure control, resisting gravity, fighting every inch of the way. And in that moment, your muscles are screaming, shaking, working harder than they ever did during a full pull-up. Why? Because the eccentric phase, the lowering phase, creates up to 50% more muscle activation than the concentric. Science backs it, and your body feels it. You're not just training to go up, you're teaching your muscles to own the entire movement. And that changes everything. This one drill lights up your lats, biceps, forearms, rear delts, traps, even your core. All at once, all working together. It doesn't just make you stronger at pull-ups, it makes every single pulling motion you do more powerful, more stable, more controlled. And that strength carries over into everything. Rows, deadlifts, even carrying groceries or lifting your kid with one arm. And here's the best part. This method breaks the cycle of frustration. You stop chasing reps and start building actual ability. You start to believe you can do a full pull-up. Then one day, you do. And that moment sticks with you. Because it's not just about pulling your chin up. It's about pulling yourself out of doubt, out of limitation, into proof that your body is capable of more than you thought. That's why this exercise isn't just physical. It's mental, emotional. It rebuilds trust between you and your body. You stop seeing your workouts as punishment and start seeing them as progress. And the next movement takes that progress and cranks it to a whole new level. Wall walk with handstand hold. This move might look like something reserved for gymnasts or elite athletes, but the truth is, it's one of the most powerful, full-body exercises you can do. And not because it's flashy or intimidating, because it demands real control, real stability, real strength, from your fingers to your toes. And when you start to build that, everything else gets easier, lighter, smarter. You begin in a push-up position, feet touching the wall. Then, one hand and one foot at a time, you climb, slow and steady, until you're vertical, facing the wall, body locked tight like a steel cable. Arms extended, core braced, glutes tight, toes pointed, everything engaged. And then, you hold. Even just for a few seconds, that tension runs deep. It teaches your body how to move as one connected unit. What you feel during a wall walk is unlike anything you'll get from dumbbells or machines. Your shoulders aren't just pushing, they're stabilizing under pressure. Your core isn't just contracting, it's protecting your spine. Your wrists, forearms, traps, glutes, they all show up. And they show up hard. What's crazy is how quickly this translates to real life. Within weeks, you start noticing that your overhead reach feels stronger. Your back doesn't spasm when you reach for something high. You stop fearing that awkward twist or stretch, because your body knows how to stabilize itself. It's prepared. And even beyond the physical, there's a mental layer here that hits different. Being upside down forces focus. There's no room for distraction, no autopilot. You're completely in the moment, connected to every inch of your body. That kind of presence is rare, and once you taste it, it becomes addictive. People talk about wanting to feel strong, confident, grounded. This is how you earn that feeling. Not from lifting heavier, not from chasing numbers, but from doing the kind of movement that demands respect from your body and from your mind. And the next one? It builds the foundation your legs have been missing for years. Bulgarian split squat. If you've been doing squats for years but still feel like your legs are lagging, this might be the missing link. The Bulgarian split squat doesn't just build muscle. It exposes imbalance. It forces control. It turns each leg into its own engine of strength. And once you start training like that, you stop hiding behind your dominant side and start building real, symmetrical lower body power. Here's what it looks like. One foot up on a bench behind you, the other grounded in front. You lower yourself down until your back knee nearly touches the floor, all while keeping your chest tall, your core braced, and your front leg doing all the work. It feels brutal, because it is. But that discomfort? That's where growth lives. Most traditional squats allow your stronger side to take over, without you even noticing. That's why people plateau. Or worse, develop knee pain, hip tightness, or lower back issues. Bulgarian splits don't allow that. Every rep demands full-body coordination. Every muscle fiber gets involved. And the results? They're undeniable. Studies show this move activates up to 25% more muscle fibers in the quads and glutes compared to conventional squats. But it's not just about numbers. It's about what you feel. Stability in your knees, power in your step, balance when you walk. Things most people don't realize they've lost until they get them back. And here's what I love about this movement. It grows with you. You can make it harder with tempo, range, pause. No need for barbells or machines. That means progress doesn't depend on gym access or equipment. It depends on your discipline. Your body becomes the weight. Your effort becomes the resistance. But maybe the most rewarding part? It's how capable you feel in everyday life. Climbing stairs without holding the rail. Squatting to pick something up without that uh-oh feeling in your back. Feeling grounded, strong, ready. That's not just leg strength. That's freedom. And next up, we're going after the part of your body that powers every push. Elevated pike push-up. Shoulders. They're the unsung heroes of almost every upper body move you do, and the first to break down when your training lacks depth. Press too heavy too soon, and they ache. Skip them entirely, and your strength plateaus. But when you train them right, with control, with intention, they become your secret weapon. That's where the elevated pike push-up comes in. You start with your feet elevated on a bench or box, hands planted firmly on the ground, hips high in the air, forming a sharp V. From there, you lower your head down between your hands, then press back up, just like an overhead press, but powered only by your body. No machines, no weights, just gravity, leverage, and raw shoulder strength. This move doesn't just target your delts. It lights them up. Front, side, rear, all engaged. But it also forces your core, your arms, your traps, even your wrists to join the fight. Because without a seat back or support, your body has to create its own stability. And that's what builds muscle that's not just strong, but useful. Research shows the elevated pike push-up activates up to 35% more deltoid fibers than traditional machine presses. And the difference? You feel it. Your overhead range improves. Your arms feel stronger, more connected. You stop hesitating when reaching for something high or pushing a door with force. Your movement becomes powerful, fluid, fearless. And as you get stronger here, you naturally build toward advanced skills, like the handstand push-up. But even if that's not your goal, this move alone gives you everything you need: shoulder size, stability, and injury resistance. It creates that capped shoulder look and that quiet confidence you feel when you know your upper body won't fail you. More importantly, it redefines how you see progress. You're not chasing numbers, you're mastering mechanics. You're not looking for shortcuts. You're building the kind of strength that makes daily life easier. Lifting, reaching, pushing, all become second nature. And to finish this off, we've got one last movement, and it's a total game changer for your chest. Archer push-up. Forget everything you think you know about push-ups. The Archer push-up isn't just a variation. It's a whole new level of chest training. It builds strength, size, and control, one side at a time. And that's exactly why it works. Because symmetry matters, balance matters, and this move forces both. Here's what it looks like. Hands placed wider than shoulder width, you lower your body toward one side while the opposite arm stays straight, like a drawn bow. Then you push back to center and repeat on the other side. It's slow, it's intense, and it activates your chest more deeply than any flat bench ever could. The beauty of this move is in the tension. Each side has to carry nearly your entire body weight. There's no hiding, no dominant side to save you. That means more activation, more fibers recruited, and more control, from pecs to triceps to core. You don't just get stronger, you get sharper, cleaner, more stable, and the carryover? It's huge. Your push-ups get better. Your posture improves. You notice more definition, especially across the upper chest and shoulders. Even better, it fixes imbalances. You stop overloading one side without realizing it. You start moving with symmetry, which means less injury, more strength, better results. What really hits, though, is how alive this makes your upper body feel. That pump you get? It lasts. Not just physically, but mentally. You walk taller. Your arms swing with presence. Your chest feels full, not from ego, but from earned confidence. And it's not about doing flashy reps or showing off. It's about reclaiming control, training in a way that builds strength you can feel and use in real life with real impact. But there's one last thing that ties all of this together, and it's bigger than any single exercise. You can spend years in the gym, loading plates, changing programs, chasing the perfect split, and still feel like something's missing. And it's not just about aesthetics. It's about function, confidence, the kind of strength that shows up in your everyday life, not just your progress pics. What most people truly want isn't just muscle, it's freedom. To move without pain, to feel powerful in their own skin, to walk into a room and know their body has their back. And that doesn't come from machines. It comes from movement, from mastering the body you already have. These 7 gymnast-based exercises aren't magic. They're timeless. They've stood the test of decades because they work with your body, not against it. They don't just build size. They build presence. They build the kind of muscle that moves better, lasts longer, and lives stronger. And the best part? You don't need a gym. You don't need equipment. You don't need to wait for Monday or New Year's or when life slows down. All you need is the decision to start right now. With what you've got: 1 body, 7 movements, infinite growth. What's the one thing you're changing in your training after this? If this video gave you at least one aha moment, drop a like, hit subscribe, and let's keep building this together. If this video hit that switch in your brain, share it, comment, send it to someone stuck in a plateau. Because strong bodies build stronger communities.